and distinguished guests, may we all kindly remain standing for our national anthem, Negaraku, and the Sarawak state anthem, Ibu Pertiwiku. Dipersilakan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may kindly take your seats. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Sarawakku sayang, salam Ramadan Karim Mubarak, and a very, very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Our utmost welcome to our guest of honor, the Honorable Dato' Haji Julaihi Haji Narawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, the Honorable Dato' Lee Wan Lagang, Deputy Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, Yang berbahagia Dato' Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji Zaidil, Director for Sarawak Economic Planning Unit, Yang berbahagia Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, Chairman of SAINS, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Ama Dr. Haji Abdul Aziz bin Dato' Haji Hussein, Chairman of SACOFA, Yang berusaha Mr. Abang Abdullah Izarim bin Dato' Patinggi Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Chairman of PPTEL, Heads of Department, valued members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the signing of Memorandum of Understanding ceremony which shall be signed between SAINS, SACOFA and PPTEL, witnessed by the Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, the Honorable Dato' Haji Julaihi Haji Narawi. My name is Saleh Mohidin, and it is an honor to be your host for today. We would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you here for taking your time, for joining us in this momentous event here today. Just to share a little bit of a background about this MOU, inspired by this development that has been initiated by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, the three companies, namely Sarawak Information Systems, Sendirian Berhad SAINS, SACOFA Sendirian Berhad, and PP Telecommunication Sendirian Berhad PPTEL, have agreed to collaborate by advancing hand in hand towards the fulfillment of the state's digital transformation to digitalize Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for this initiation. To begin our ceremony today, we'd like to cordially invite on stage Al-Fadil Ustaz Awang Muhammad Safwan bin Awang Safri for the recital of doa. Dipersilakan.
آمين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه صلاة وسلاما دائمين متلازمين إلى يوم الدين. Allahumma ya Allah, Tuhan yang selayaknya menerima segala puji-pujian. Pada pagi yang berbahagia ini kami merasa amat bersyukur ke hadrat-Mu kerana dengan keizinan-Mu ya Allah kami dapat berkumpul untuk bersama-sama di dalam meraihkan majlis menandatangani Memorandum of Understanding di antara SAINS, SACOFA dan PPTEL. Allahumma ya Allah, dengan penuh rasa kegembiraan dan kesyukuran kami memohon ke hadrat-Mu agar memberkati dan merahmati majlis kami ini. Allahumma ya Allah, Tuhan yang maha luas kurniaannya, ya Allah, jadikanlah segala perancangan dan pelaksanaan projek kami nanti berjalan dengan baik dan sempurna dengan inayah dan riayah-Mu. Ya Allah, kurniakanlah kepada kami rezeki yang luas dan berkat. Murahkanlah rezeki kami dan jadikanlah pencapaian kami pada masa yang akan datang dengan lebih cemerlang lagi. Anugerahkanlah kepada kami taufik dan hidayah-Mu untuk sentiasa mentaati dan mensyukuri nikmat-nikmat-Mu. Sempurnakanlah nikmat-nikmat-Mu ke atas kami dan anugerahkanlah kami kebahagiaan di dunia dan di akhirat. Allahumma ya Allah ya Dzal Jalali wal Ikram, perkukuhkanlah hubungan dan perpaduan antara kami, mesrakanlah hati-hati kami, bimbinglah kami ke jalan yang selamat, selamatkanlah kami daripada kegelapan menuju cahaya dan jauhkanlah kami daripada setiap keburukan, sama ada yang kelihatan maupun yang tersembunyi. Ya Allah, lindungi dan peliharakanlah kami daripada sebarang malapetaka, wabak bahaya dan ancaman musuh yang boleh memudaratkan kami. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallahu minkum.
Amin amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Majlis merakamkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada Al-Fadil Ustaz Awang Muhammad Safwan bin Awang Safri. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin and to continue on our event, please welcome to invite to deliver his speech. Yang berbahagia, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, Chairman of SAINS. Tepukan gemuruh tuan-tuan dan puan-puan.
Taking my mask, I have tested negative this morning and make sure that it's okay. The Honorable Datuk Haji Julaihi and Rawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication Sarawak, This is a new ministry, and the Premier has told me how important it is, and he said he has put the best fellow to head this ministry. Congratulations. The Honorable Dr. Liwan Lagang, Deputy Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, Yang berbahagia Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji Zaidal, Director Sarawak Economic Planning Unit, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Haji Abdul Aziz, Chairman of SACOFA, Yang berusaha Mr. Abang Abdullah bin Dato' Petinggi Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Johari, Chairman of PPTL, distinguished guests, heads of departments, valued members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this signing ceremony of MOU between Sarawak Information Sdn Bhd SAINS, PP Telecommunication Sdn Bhd PPTL, and SACOFA Sdn Bhd. Thank you for your gracious appearance. I'm sure your appearance will make this occasion much more important. It is my honor to welcome you as the Chairman of SAINS and on behalf of the three companies that have agreed to collaborate and jointly assist the government to achieve the digital transformation of Sarawak. SAINS, PPTL, and SACOFA are experts in their own fields. Whether we put them together, their products and services can actually cover a much wider spectrum. Instead of progressing independently, the three companies will work together, drawing on each other's strength, covering each other's weaknesses, and most importantly, accelerating the digital transformation of Sarawak by bringing technological advancement to this land. There's only so much that one company can do on its own. When resources are pulled together, however, what used to be difficult can become easier. What used to be impossible can become achievable. And what used to be a dream can now become a reality. SAINS, PPTL, and SACOFA are able to foresee the potential of their synergy, and therefore the three companies are committed to working together to materialize the initiatives for digital transformation outlined in the post-COVID-19 development strategy 2030 that the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abdul Haji Abdul Rahman Johari, has initiated. This will, no doubt, result in a better livelihood for the people, greater efficiency in doing business, and a more competitive technological ecosystem that will, of course, attract investors. Strong Information Systems Sdn Bhd is known for its development, implementation, and support of the Sarawak government's ICT system. From its infancy in providing application development services, the company has, over the years, expanded its services to include cloud computing, fintech services, data science and analytics, artificial intelligence, blockchain, Internet of Things, and so on. The SPay Global e-wallet that we use every day is an example product of SAINS. The Taklimat that enables us to request for government services conveniently is another product of SAINS. The Land and Surveys Information System, which is yet another product of SAINS, has won a number of international awards over the years for its innovative and progressive methods of serving the people. These and many more applications are evidence of SAINS' capability and competence in leading the digitalization of Sarawak. For instance, to develop smart cities, to manage cybersecurity, and to implement digital identity. PPTL and SACOFA are not only experts but also giants in their own specialties, particularly with regard to the next generation's digital infrastructure, which is something we cannot do without in these days of instant and real-time communication. Sarawak must be connected with the world. At the same time, the rural community must not be overlooked and neglected. Just like roads that are much needed to stimulate the traditional economy, the digital infrastructure that PPTL and SACOFA possess and provide for us are much needed to stimulate the digital economy. To complete, wow, this is digital economy. To complete the analogy, the application systems and contents developed by SAINS are akin to the cars or traffic that travel on these roads. It is our honor, speaking on behalf of SAINS, to collaborate with PPTL and SACOFA. I believe that together we will create a complete ecosystem for digital transformation. Although we have been seeking foreign expertise in the most advanced areas, but we have our own homegrown Sarawakian input so that when they leave Sarawak, we can continue to transform Sarawak on our own. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit that I have asked SAINS to go overseas, especially, to seek for our own Sarawakian people who have worked in IT to come back to Sarawak and develop Sarawak. On the other hand, we also seek, other people to help us. We cannot do it on our own. As the famous Chinese, what I call Deng Xiaoping, has said many times, they say, white cat, black cat, so far it can catch mouse, it's a good cat. So as far as we know, and as far as we care, it doesn't matter whether you are black or white or brown or any other color. So far you can help Sarawak, you are a good IT personnel. So I hope that we can attract as many people as possible to come to Sarawak to help us develop Sarawak, because our Premier is very, very sure that this is the only way for Sarawak to go. And the response we get from our own people, from our own experts, is something that we are very proud of, because they rise to the occasion. And many of them have come forward to us to offer their expertise and their assistance. And this is a good sign. And today, with the signing of this memorandum, I'm sure we can have a bigger and better force, and we will be better known outside Sarawak, so that more and more people will come to help us transform Sarawak. I'm 100% sure that we are going in the right direction, and I can see that CM is already thinking of our, our space, and thinking of our own even satellite. I know he has a very ambitious plan, and we like to assure him that we are here to help him in any way we can, and that all Sarawakians are behind him for this great transformation that we are going to have in the very near future. In conclusion, I'd like to thank you once again for coming to this function, and I hope that this will be just the beginning of a great adventure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a big round of applause for the Chairman of SAINS yang berbahagia, Datuk Pak Tinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, for inspiring speech. Terima kasih yang berbahagia Datuk Pak Tinggi. And ladies and gentlemen, definitely indeed this MOU signing ceremony is an effort to pave a better future for Sarawak. To move on, to officiate today's ceremony, it is my great honor and privilege to invite the Honorable Datuk Haji Julaihi Haji Narawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, on stage for his officiating speech. Let's put your hands together and give the Honorable Dato a very, very warm welcome.
Mohon izin buka mas. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Salam Sarawakku sayang. Very good morning. The Honorable Datuk Liwan Lagang, Deputy Minister for Telecommunication, Utility and Telecommunication, yang berbahagia Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, Chairman of SAINS, yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji Zaidil, Director of Sarawak Economic Planning Unit, yang berbahagia Datuk Tan Sri Datuk Ahmad Haji Abdul Aziz bin Datuk Hussein, Chairman of SACOFA, yang berusaha Saudara Abang Abdillah Izarim bin Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, yang berusaha Saudara Datuk Sri Sulaiman, Saudara Jonathan, distinguished guests, head of departments, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the three companies who have made an effort to come together, and today we are here to witness their effort to have a MOU among the three of them on how to move forward in the near future. So first of all, I must congratulate all the three companies for their far-sighted vision, for their effort to move Sarawak forward by having this MOU today. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarawak began its digital transformation journey in the year 2017. That year, the Honorable Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Abang Haji Openg, highlighted in order for Sarawak to achieve its goal of economic transformation by the year 2030, and to be at par with the world's most advanced digital economies, Sarawak would need to leapfrog several economic development phases. Since then, many initiatives supporting and advocating the digital economy have been successfully implemented. I'm pleased to inform everyone that we are well on track to building a digital Sarawak. The post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030 was launched in July last year to achieve the previous vision of Sarawak becoming a developed region with a thriving economy by the year 2030, where everyone enjoys economic prosperity, social inclusivity, and a sustainable environment. To realize this aspiration, Sarawak must double the size of the economy by the year 2030 at an average at the rate of at least 8% per annum. The core objective of PCDS, Post-COVID Development Strategy 2030, include transformation of economic structure in terms of optimizing upstream and downstream activities, as well as growing the services sector. In addition, both digital and physical connectivity must be modernized and made more efficient. Digital transformation is one of the key enablers outlined in Post-Development COVID Strategy 2030. It will equip Sarawak with an improved business ecosystem, will reduce inefficiencies in bureaucracy by adopting new technologies. This will in turn improve service delivery and efficiency of all the other economic sectors. Inspired by this development that has been initiated by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, the three companies, namely Sarawak Information System Sdn Bhd, in short SAINS, SACOFA Sdn Bhd, SACOFA, and PPP, Telecommunication Sdn Bhd, PPTEL, have agreed to collaborate by advancing hand in hand towards the fulfillment of the state's digital transformation to digitalize Sarawak. Each of the three parties has been a key player in the digital transformation of the state, from providing digital infrastructure, building connectivity to the rural and remote areas, and developing as well as implementing application system to enable Sarawak government services to be conveniently accessed by the public at any time from anywhere. Together, the three parties will jointly provide end-to-end services and solutions, including infrastructure, contents, and applications to accelerate the fulfillment of the digital transformation initiative set forth in the Post-COVID Development Strategy 2030. The collaboration will effectively provide a complete ecosystem required for the digitalization of Sarawak. As a key vehicle for the state to accelerate its digital transformation, the consortium will act as the primary agent for Sarawak digitalization, who will work together with other service providers, technology providers, and the local vendors to bring about the state digital transformation. Oleh itulah, maka saya mengatakan tadi bahawa apabila wujudnya konsortium yang melibatkan these three companies, I think this is the right move by the three companies. Dan sekali lagi saya mengatakan bahawa kita sepatutnya merasa bangga bahawa ada syarikat-syarikat tempatan khususnya daripada Sarawak yang telah mengambil langkah yang begitu tepat untuk menggerakkan sektor telekomunikasi di Sarawak, sebab kita percaya bahawa telecommunication sector in Sarawak should be private driven to move Sarawak forward in the near future. And we trust and do believe that the consortium to be signed by these three companies will be the right move by the local companies in Sarawak. Congratulations to the three companies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm made to understand that since the inception of Sarawak Information System, SAINS, the company has created over 200 applications, transforming hundreds of manual processes in the Sarawak government into automated application systems and mobile apps, thus elevating the efficiency of the state civil service to among the top in the country. These applications have also benefited the public greatly by granting them access to the government services at any time, anywhere, eliminating queues, minimizing idle time, and even allowing the processes to be tracked. And Sarawak, another company of that I'm made to understand here is PPTEL. PP Telecommunications in short PPTEL, is a Sarawak-based international telecommunication infrastructure provider. In line with the aspiration of the Sarawak government's digital transformation program, PPTEL is constructing subsea fiber connectivity to key international hubs in the region and a terrestrial backbone within Sarawak to dramatically improve broadband speed and performance in the region. The company operates the first international submarine cable system that connects Sarawak with Indonesia and the regional telecommunication hub of Singapore. It also participates in the region's first open cable system, which has a main trunk between Singapore to Hong Kong and branches to Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and Hainan in China. Besides this, I'm made to understand that PPTEL also operates a carrier-neutral data center, which is the first Tier 4 facility in Malaysia. Again, this is another success of a local telco companies. So I must say congratulations PPTEL for having this first Tier 4 facility in Malaysia. The data center will offer the much needed space for Sarawak's digital transformation. Other than Sarawak government and local private enterprises, the facility will be able to serve the overcrowded regional markets of Singapore and Hong Kong. SACOFA, Senam Berhad, popularly known as SACOFA, is Sarawak a leading ICT infrastructure company entrusted with implementing state-of-the-art telecommunications and information technologies development in Sarawak. The company's corporate vision is connecting Sarawak globally through cutting-edge technology, whilst its missions are to promote sharing of facilities whilst maintaining neutrality, bridge the digital divide, improve penetration rate of high-speed broadband in Sarawak, create value to stakeholders, and expand beyond Sarawak. SACOFA owns and or operates more than 1,800 telecommunication towers throughout the state of Sarawak to cater to the network, for the network expansion needs of cellular operators and other organizations. So this is among the contribution of SACOFA, which to date is known to have 1,800 towers throughout Sarawak to date. So I must again congratulate SACOFA for taking that bold step in having our towers to improve internet connectivity throughout Sarawak. The company has an extensive fiber optic network of over 12,000 kilometers covering the whole of Sarawak and a submarine cable from Sarawak to Johor, which links to Singapore, plus interborder terrestrial connections with Sabah, Brunei, and Kalimantan, thus making SACOFA the largest telecommunication in East Malaysia. So again, congratulations SACOFA for your effort. Ladies and gentlemen, these three companies are already strong and established in their own fields. As mentioned by Datuk Patigi just now, they have their own strength and establish their own fields of expertise. And when they come together and collaborate and are committed to assist the state to fulfill the state vision, we can expect tremendous effectiveness and exciting outcome ahead of us in the near future. So I would like again to say that the effort of the three companies coming together by having the MOU today should be a best example among the telcos and companies in Malaysia, for that matter in Sarawak, because we do believe that telecommunication sector must be private driven, and this will be able to assist Sarawak to achieve our digital transformation in the near future. And I do believe the spin-off will be able to assist other vendors, especially throughout Sarawak in the near future. Jadi sekali lagi, saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kerana menjemput saya untuk hadir dan menyaksikan a very important event this morning, dan saya yakin bahawa usaha ini akan menjadi contoh, akan menggerakkan digital ekonomi Sarawak dalam masa yang akan datang. So I must say again, congratulations to these three companies for your bold effort by signing the MOU today. Sekian, saya sudahi dengan wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Thank you Yang Berhormat Datuk, dan kami memohon Yang Berhormat Datuk untuk terus berada di atas pentas dan untuk ke belakang meja signing ceremony untuk acara kita seterusnya. So ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin our MOU signing ceremony, but before that we would like to invite to accompany the Honourable Datuk on stage, the Honourable Datuk Liwan Lagang and Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji Zaidil ke pentas untuk menemani Yang Berhormat Datuk. Dipersilakan. Ladies and gentlemen, in spite of post-COVID, we shall do the MOU signing ceremony in a fashionably order, and we shall invite the signatories respectively. We shall now invite the distinguished chairmen from each agency to take your seats on stage at the designated seats. Our usherates will guide you to your seats. Firstly, we invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, Chairman of SAINS, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Amar Dr. Haji Abdul Aziz bin Dato' Haji Hussein, Chairman of SACOFA. And yang berusaha Mr. Abang Abdullah Izzarim bin Datuk Patinggi Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Chairman of PPTEL. Dipersilakan. Thank you, gentlemen. Finally, we would like now to invite the CEOs and Managing Director of the organizations on stage. Yang berbahagia Dr. Anderson Tiong Ing Heng, CEO of SAINS. Yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Sulaiman Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Taib, Managing Director of SACOFA. And yang berbahagia Dr. Jonathan Smith, CEO of PPTEL. Dipersilakan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all now ready. The MOU signing ceremony shall be conducted in 3 rounds and shall be coordinated accordingly with the assistance of our usherette. Witnessed by the Honourable Datuk Haji Jelahi Haji Nerawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, saya memohon untuk kita teruskan majlis MOU kita. The signing process will begin with the CEOs and Managing Director, followed by the Chairmen as witnesses. Dipersilakan, gentlemen, you may place your first signatures. Usherates, you may collect back the MOU folders. We now invite the usherates again to present the MOU folders to the signatories for the second round of signatures. Gentlemen, you may continue to place your signatures. Usherates, you may collect the MOU folders. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to do the final round of signatures. Usherates, may you kindly present the MOU folders for the final round, and we invite, gentlemen, you may continue to place your final signatures. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, as now the MOU documents have been signed. And we call upon the usherates to collect the MOU folders. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, tahniah dan syabas kepada SACOFA, SAINS and PPTEL. We shall now move on to the photo session, and we shall proceed in an orderly fashion. We kindly invite the Honourable Dato' Haji Jelahi Haji Nerawi, accompanied by the Honourable Dato' Liwan Lagang, and yang berbahagia Dato' Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji Zaidil, to stand in front of the stage for the photo session in front of the tables. Dipersilakan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to be standing on the right side, we now invite the chairmen of the agencies, starting with Yang Berbahagia Datuk Pak Tinggi Tan Sri, Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Amar Dr. Haji Abdul Aziz bin Dato' Haji Hussein. Yang berbahagia Mr. Abang Abdullah Izzarim bin Dato' Patinggi Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari to stand on the right side of the stage. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we invite the CEOs and Managing Director to be standing on the left-hand side, and we invite, starting with Yang Berbahagia Dr. Anderson Tiong Ing Heng, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Sulaiman Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Taib, Yang Berbahagia Dr. Jonathan Smith, CEO of PBTEL, and we invite the usherette to present the MOU folders to the CEO and Managing Director to be held and shown to the audience and the media for the photo session. Ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. A big round of applause for the official signing of Memorandum of Understanding for Sarawak Digitalization. We invite the usherette to collect back the MOU folder, and we shall move on to the memento presentation. So before we proceed on to the press conference, as a token of appreciation for His gracious presence, we would like to present the memento presentation. We kindly invite Yang Berbahagia Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, Chairman of SAINS, to do the honours to present the memento to our guest of honour, the Honourable Dato' Haji Julaihi Haji Nerawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, tepukan gemuruh sekali lagi kepada Yang Berbahagia Dato' Patinggi and the Honourable Dato'. We would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for attending this event, and congratulations to SAINS, SACOFA and PBTEL. Ladies and gentlemen, the press conference will take place in meeting room 6 in an orderly fashion. We shall invite the distinguished guests off stage one by one in the group. First, we'd like to invite the Honourable Dato' Haji Julaihi Haji Nerawi, accompanied by the Honourable Dato' Liwan Lagang, and Yang Berbahagia Dato' Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji.